in fact, we're rolling.
These folks are dumb.
You got me, T?
Yeah.
Have the cussing pastor tells it all thing ready. All right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely positively not. And good Thursday evening to you. I am the one and only Thaddeus Matthews. Welcome again to still the most controversial television talk show anywhere in America. The talk show that tells it just like it is and don't give a damn who I piss off or piss on. We're just here to give you the facts and the information that so often other local media does not bring you and medias around the country. This is what is called alternative media because we're not one of the big corporate media companies, but we are a big corporate company, media company within our own rights. This show, the Thaddeus Matthews Show, goes where no other reporters in this city happens to go. There's not many reporters in the city of Memphis that's as good as I am at what I do. They're not investigative reporters. They're reporters that make $20, $25, $30, $45,000 max, and they are happy with just giving you something that has been scripted for them. But I do the work. I go beyond the call of duty, and I enjoy doing what I do. And I thank you so very much for being here with me on this evening. Let me apologize to those of you who watch me or listen to me early in the mornings on the air when I play the blues. I didn't play this morning. Got home last night and found that that was a streaming problem from my streamer to the radio station, and it didn't work. I set up about 3 hours trying to fix it myself. I've got my engineer coming in from Mississippi tonight when I get off the air to work on it, and if it does not work, I will do what I attempted to do earlier this morning. I left the house about 6. I was at the radio station at 6:30. I got my key to the radio station. So damn, I just went on to the church, which is about 5 minutes from the broadcast facility. So I've had about 2 hours sleep in the last 24 hours, but I'm sitting on ready to go, okay? Now, let me deal with something. You know, there have been many school shootings over the years, but what is a school shooting? A shooting that involves at least one person being shot, not including the shooter. A shooting that occurs on school grounds. And we're talking about grades K through college, university level. We include gang violence, fights, and domestic violence. We include accidental discharge of firearms as long as the first two parameters are met. How many school shootings since Columbine have there been? There have been 229 U.S. school shootings since 1999's Columbine massacre, not included misfires or instances in which a shooter was stopped before inflicting deaths or injuries. Here's some of the latest school shooting statistics. 231, that's the number of school shootings since Columbine, not including misfires. 304, the number of fatalities in shootings since Columbine, including perpetrators resulting from on-campus shootings since Columbine. 485 is the total number of injuries resulting from on-campus shootings since Columbine. 35, the number of mass school shootings in 2018 alone. 10, the number of school shootings that have happened at elementary schools since 1999. 6 is the number of severely violent school shootings that reach a total death count of more than 10 people since Columbine. 2018 had 97 school shootings in this country. Black students make up 16.6% of the school population. But they experience school shootings at twice that rate. It is my belief that here in Memphis, Manassas High School was about to become a statistic. I find it rather disturbing that the Shelby County school system and School Superintendent Juris Ray, the city of Memphis Police, led by Director Rollins, overseen by the city of Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland, would hide from parents the facts surrounding a plot, a threat by young men to shoot teachers and students at this school. Had it not been for this show, had it not been for this television personality, you would not have known what was taking place, what was being covered up by the police department and by the school system. On yesterday, I received a call. I was halfway to the station, gonna be on time for a change. Got a call. Thaddeus, are you still at the church? I said, no. I'm almost to the television station. They said, you need to go back. There's something in your mailbox that has been left for you. I said, well, man, let me get it and I'll do it for the show tomorrow, which would have been tonight. They said, no, you need to talk about this tonight. No matter what it is that you have on your plans to talk about, this particular subject is of the utmost urgency. I said, man, what's so urgent about this particular story? There was a plot by students at Manassas High School, several young men, to pull a fire alarm, get students out in the hallways, and start to killing students and teachers. I immediately turned around, went back to the church, to the mailbox, got the information, had Dale to read it to me as I was driving. And after reading the information, I found the necessity to change my subject on last night. I'm concerned though that the powers that be are more concerned about how I got the information, who leaked the information to me, than they are about what happened. And we're talking about something that initially happened in August during the midst of the election season, where individuals were only arrested on Tuesday of this week. That the police department, the school administrators, knew of the threat and allowed the persons who made the threat to walk around students and teachers at Manassas High School. Maybe with all of the conversation about crime in Memphis, and it was election season, and the head of the police department really is the mayor, maybe the mayor didn't want this information to come out about the potential for deaths to take place at Manassas High School. Maybe that's it. Then maybe it was just a lack of concern. I was sitting in the office this evening, and there was on the news information about a gun was found at White Station High School, but no one wants to talk about this particular situation here. In fact, the police department, they had a meeting this morning. Yeah, I know y'all had a meeting to try to determine how did Thaddeus Matthews get his hands on police documentation. How did he do that? That was a big concern today at the police department. At Manassas High School today, they called a students' meeting, and the concern again was how did Thaddeus Matthews get the information that he got? Who gave it to Thaddeus Matthews? Or they were searching high and low in the GIB, which is Joint Investigations Bureau. They were searching high and low, high and low, high and low, high and low. In fact, they went as far as to threaten and to intimidate a housekeeper at 201 Poplar, a maid that they know me, a maid that 12 years ago I led an investigation into the death of her son, who was ran over by a Memphis police officer. In fact, ran over him, and I remember looking at the boy's body, and the tire print of the police car was still across his chest. Same police officer that is working in GIB now. They wanted to accuse her this morning. In fact, she called me. And I know that you police officers are sitting there in GIB watching me this evening. I understand that you wanted to threaten her, and you was going to talk about getting a search warrant to go into her house and to try to find the documents. Hell, it's too late. I got the documents. Second of all, one of you officers wanted to accuse her of going inside computers to get the information that I have. Then in reality, because one of the persons that made sure I got it is not a maid. It's somebody that y'all work with every day that knows how corrupt this Memphis Police Department is, that you'll go to no means, to all means, brother, to cover up misdeeds. When in fact, this information that I have, y'all put it in the trash. And someone in your department got it out of the trash and made sure I got it. So y'all can come at her if you want to, and then I'm gonna put all of your names, all of your pictures on my social media, put it on television, and let people know that you don't give a damn about justice and what is going on in this city. That if it was all that sensitive, you should have did what is you're supposed to do and shred it. You didn't shred it. It was in the garbage, and the person that works with you got it out of the trash and made sure I got it, because they knew that the Memphis Police Department was in the midst of a cover-up of this particular situation, and parents and citizens had the right to know, and they knew that the only somebody that they could trust to get this story out was Thaddeus Matthews. Y'all even went to the trouble of calling her job. I believe it's SKG, who is a vendor with the city of Memphis, and tried to get her terminated because you suspect, you have no proof, and you damn well know you can't make me tell you a damn thing, that I don't shake or quiver because you're the damn police. But I will put all of your names on TV. I will put your pictures on TV, on social media, and let this community know that you are police officers that are covering up what could have been a massive murder, homicide, deaths, whatever you want to call it, of students and teachers at the school. I bullshit you not. You know my history in this city. You know my broadcast history in this city. I don't shake and I don't bag down. But Director Rollins and the mayor need to be concerned about this issue. Why did you cover up this issue? I got your paperwork. I didn't put it on Facebook because I know that y'all would try to come out to my Facebook page. I did put on Facebook a 19-year-old that is said to be the mastermind. I did put his picture up this evening on Facebook. See, Mr. Mayor, it is my firm belief that the police department did not reveal what was going on in August 12th and 13th at Manassas High School because you were running for office. It could have taken some votes, even though I do not believe you got 67% of the vote. That's a whole nother show. You mayor now. But I got the documents. I got a statement by a teacher that overheard. I've got the questions and answers that another student gave. I even spoke with the grandmother last night of one of these young men who stated that back at this time, it was so believable that the bomb squad went to all of these young men's houses. Come on. What is there to hide from the citizens of this community? Why have not the parents, even to this date, who have children at Manassas High School, why have not those parents been told about what went on? Their children were in danger. This happened in August. I've got your narrative. I've got the statement of a teacher. I've got the questions and answers that you asked a student. I put all of these documents, put it up, T. I put all of this because I could not put it on Facebook because I know how corrupt, how dirty the administration of Jim Strickland is, how he can give a directive to the police director. I was told today, that is, you do know that Michael Rollins has the capabilities of tapping your phone. That's the reason I got 3. One of them whose number is never announced. And you probably just hear some good conversation about some good sex and a whole lot of cussing on one of them. I don't give a damn. I don't have nothing to hide. But with all of this information that I have that's on police and Manassas High School documentation, there's no doubt that there was a cover-up. All of this information is at cussingpastortellsall.com. Yes, it's paid for you. Somebody said, well, I got to pay $2 to see it. Hell, if you go downtown to try to pull it, you're going to pay for it. So you can help my little church out. cussingpastortellsall.com. $2. Plus, you can't pull this. There is no records in Central Records of this that I have in front of me. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a police break. I'm going to take a station break. Then when I come back, I'm going to read some of this material. I'm hoping that parents at Manassas High School, if you know a parent at Manassas High School, tell them to tune in, because I'm going to show you how dirty, I'm going to show you how corrupt that this particular Strickland administration is, this police department, and this school system that does not give a damn about the safety of your children, because had they gave a damn, they would not have did this particular cover-up. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Thirsty much?
Yes,
Or was it just good to you?
it's just good to me. I drink what's good. Praise the Lord. We're in commercial break. All right. When we come back, T, put that cussing pastor thing back up there.
We're scratching, we're itching, and our pussies fucking stink, like they smell like fish. Honestly, it's hard being a female. That's why men need to learn to respect us because we go through a hell of a lot of stuff.
What's she saying?
There's nothing harder than being a female. Our pussies itch 24/7. They stink. They have these huge warts that grow on them daily, 24/7. We're scratching, we're itching, and our pussies fucking stink, like they smell like fish. Honestly, it's hard being a female. That's why men need to learn to respect us because we go through a hell of a lot of stuff.
There's a woman on Facebook.
She got issues. She needs to go to the doctor.
Our pussies itch 24/7.
Not ours, yours.
They have these huge warts that grow on them daily, 24/7. We're scratching, we're itching, and our pussies fucking stink, like they smell like fish. Honestly, it's hard being a female. That's why men need to learn to respect us because we go through a hell of a lot of stuff.
Oh shit. hard being a female. So your pussies itch 24 hours a day. You got warts on them, and they stink. All right, baby.
That's just her. That ain't everybody, that's her.
Oh, Jesus.
What they itching for?
Huh? I don't know.
I don't know who you be watching.
It just came up on Facebook. Let me listen to it again.
There's nothing harder to being a female. Our pussies itch 24/7. They stink. They have these huge warts that grow on them daily, 24/7. We're scratching, we're itching, and our pussies fucking stink. Like they smell like fish. Honestly, it's hard being a female. That's why men need to learn to respect us because we go through a hell of a lot of stuff.
All right, let me do my show. Shit. And she was scratching her pussy head on the screen. All right, and you know what? Some man will see that and still fuck up. All right, let me get back into the show.
10 seconds.
All right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. These documents that I'm about to read, you can go to www.cussingpastortellsall.com and see them. Thaddeus, how do you know that this incident happened in August? Well, report number 1908006-281ME, a police narrative, says on 8/13/2019 at 1000 hours, Officer D. Kinney, IBM number 11796, reported a precinct GIB memo at 1111 North Manassas Street. Complainant T. Washington, Shelby County school officer, received information from students stating that suspect Isaac Simpson made threats to shoot up the school on yesterday's date during his investigation. It was found that the suspect did not make a threat to shoot up the school, but stated out loud that people are going to get hurt if they mess with him this year. The complainant advised that during a class session on yesterday, the students played the game called Two Truths and a Lie. Okay. The complainant advised that students informed him that the suspect stated, "I like people, I like to see blood, I like hurting people." The suspect's mother, Tracy Burleson, was called to the school and was notified of the incident. Per the suspect's mother, the suspect is diagnosed with ADHD and has not been on his medication. Should have bought his ass some pills. During the investigation, it was found that the suspect is currently not in crisis. The school staff did advise that they are now aware of the possible bullying to the suspect and are going to take progressive measures to curb any other problem. The school administration advised that the suspect has no disciplinary record at the school. 606B was contacted and notified of the incident. But there was a teacher that made a statement concerning one of the young men involved, Michael Galladay. Now, it goes on to this. This happens then. But this happened this week. On 10/28/19, this is the teacher. The following students were assigned to report to JROTC classroom number 1073. I, Sergeant Claiborne, is the instructor for JROTC, and on this day of concern, as the students sat in my class, they talked about the possibility of a school shooting. The students involved in the conversation were Taurus Chalmers, Michael Galladay, Deron Jefferson, Marie Thompson, and Sammy Woods. Later, Tamara Neal and Jamia Townsend engaged in the conversation. I heard comments about Hooray Busters chat room used to communicate between students that may be planning a school shooting. Michael Galladay and Taurus Chalmers headed the conversation as they talked about targeting the band. A question was asked by someone if Mrs. Butler was on the list. A reply by one of them was, "Not yet." A comment by another student referring to a student who was expelled for pulling the fire alarm interested them in using the fire alarm to get everyone out of the classroom as part of their plan. Galladay was asked a question by another student that I don't recall, but Galladay's response was, "I'm not going to shoot everybody at the same time." Well, damn. Then I have a question and answer. Memphis Police Department suspect statement sheet. This is the statement of Gerald Dwight Sandlin, age 17, date of birth 7/2/2002, sex male, race black. Home address 978 Decatur Cove, Memphis, Tennessee. Cell phone 901-364-0255. Education 12th grade, Manassas High School. Occupation unemployed. Next of kin, emergency Rosette Skinner. Relationship grandmother. Address 978 Decatur Cove, Memphis, Tennessee 38107. Work address Piccadilly's on Poplar. This statement is being taken at the Memphis Police Department North Main GIB, located at 444 North Main Street on Tuesday, October 29, 2019 at 12:15. Statement made to Sergeant C. Martin, IBM number 1319, Sergeant J. Hardin, IBM number 2645, typed by Sergeant J. Hardin. First question. Earlier, you were read your Miranda rights. Do you understand your Miranda rights? Answer, yes, sir. Do you still wish to give a statement? Answer, yes, sir. Question. Earlier, there were threats made to shoot up Manassas High School. What do you know about the threats? Answer. I was more on the side of it. I didn't talk about it to other people. Question. Who else was involved in making the threats? Isaac Simpson, Michael Galladay, and me, Gerald Sandlin. What types of threats were made? Answer, shooting up the school and shooting the people we didn't like. I think I'll run that question again and answer. Question, what type of threats were made? Answer, shooting up the school and shooting the people we didn't like. Question, did you all plan on carrying out these threats? No, sir. Question, why were you planning on making these threats? We were tired of people bullying us because we're different. I don't know what they is. Do you have weapons, guns, knives, any explosives? No, sir. Do you know if Isaac Simpson, Michael Galladay may have any of these weapons? No, sir. Get that tape ready for me too, Dale. Do you have any weapons at your house? Not that I'm aware of. No, sir. Do you have access to weapons? No. Who was the main person who came up with the idea of the threat? Isaac Simpson. Next question. Did you go on any social media posting these threats? No, sir. Was there anyone else making these threats? No, sir. Question, what led up to you making the threats to shoot up the school? Isaac Simpson and myself. Notice how he contradicts himself all in his statements. He says, Isaac Simpson and myself were in class. He was doing his work and they started throwing things at him. Isaac Simpson jumped up, started cursing. He said he was sick and tired of motherfuckers fucking with us. We started talking about the rumor and stuff. We thought the rumor could help them stop talking about us, at least the way they did talk about us. One day we were in class, Isaac started talking about blood and how he liked seeing people hurt. That was the first time Isaac got questioned by the police at the school. The police called me in the office to see what was going on. I told them about how the students were talking bad about him, throwing stuff at him. We really didn't talk about it until 3 weeks ago. A student walked up to Isaac at school and started talking about it. I didn't know what was said because I wasn't close enough. After that, I didn't really hear about anyone talking about it until yesterday when Michael Galladay told me about some students in his class talking about it. Then today, it happened. What were the events that led to your being here? We were in class. The police officers came in there and take us to the counselor's office where we wrote statements. They put in handcuffs and drove us here. Do you have anything you wish to add to your statements that would aid in this investigation? No. Question, I will ask you to read your statement. If you find it to be true and correct, would you initial the bottom page? How come the parents have not been told officially by anyone about what was going on? Again, an assembly, an emergency assembly was called today. They said that the officer in there stated that there is felony charges on students. I think they have a new principal there, Principal Cooper. No one has informed the parents of the incident. They were told by the school, if you so concerned, go to the Board of Education and get more information. The parents have not had a conversation with the administration concerning this. Dale, come fix his Instagram. It just went off for some damn reason. Fix it, Dale. I think that it is shameful. You got that recording?
Yes.
Last night, as I finished the show, I got a call from a young lady that I've known. We've known each other for most of our lives. We grew up in the Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church. And she is the grandmother of Mr. Sandlin. And we had a conversation on last night. Let me let you hear a portion of that conversation.
Okay, they have next of kin on here as Rosette Skinner.
I'm not Rosella Skinner. That's his other grandmother.
Okay. All right. Let me speak with. What is her name?
Her name is April Boxdale.
Okay. Let me. She the kin of the Longs now. She the kin of the Longs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Roger the kin of Long Boxdale.
Okay.
Yeah, you know my whole family, right?
Yeah.
April. Yeah. Okay, here you go, April. The only question I need to know is how he get the information about whatever was supposed to be going on.
Why you need to know how I got there?
And why is my mother indicated?
Because she's on. Is Rosetta Skinner? Now, first of all, what is your name, ma'am?
April.
April Boxdale.
Yes, sir.
And you're the mother of Gerald Dwight Sandlin?
Yes, the one that no charges have been brought upon.
Okay. But he was arrested, am I correct?
Oh, he wasn't arrested. He was taken for a question.
Well, let me ask you this. How much of this are you aware of?
I'm aware of everything.
Okay. What did your son tell you?
Are you on the air?
No, I'm off the air now.
Okay, so what is it that what do you mean? What did he tell me?
What did your
You want to
son?
know if he told me his part of the story?
Yes.
What you want to know?
Yes. Ma'am? grandson made with the police,
Uh-huh.
and they asked him about his Miranda rights. Then they asked him, did he want to give a statement? He said yes. Then the question was asked by the police. Earlier, there were threats made to shoot up Manassas High School. What do you know about the threats? His answer was, I was more on the side of it, whatever that means. I didn't talk about it to other people. Then they asked him, who else was involved in making the threats? And it came back, he said Isaac Simpson, Michael Galladay, and Gerald Sandlin. Okay?
Uh-huh.
He said, then they asked him what type of threats were made. Shooting up the school and shooting the people we didn't like. Then they asked him, did you plan on carrying out these threats? He said, no, sir. They asked him, why were you planning on making these threats? We were tired of people bullying us because we were different. They asked him, do you have weapons, guns, knives, and explosives? No. Do you know if Isaac Simpson, Michael Galladay may have had any of these weapons? No, sir. Do you have any weapons at your house? Not that I'm aware of. No, sir. Do you have access to weapons? No. Who was the main person who came up with the idea of the threats? He says Isaac Simpson. Did you go on any social media posting these threats? He says no. Was there anyone else making these threats? No, sir. Then the question was asked, what led up to you making the threats to shoot up the school? Isaac Simpson and myself were in class. He was doing his work, and they started throwing things at him. Isaac Simpson jumped up, started cursing. He said he was sick and tired of motherfuckers fucking with us. We started talking about the rumor and stuff. We thought the rumor could help them stop.
And that's basically the conversation is what I read here with you this evening. But this grandmother did state, as you heard, that the bomb squad went to all of these boys' house, and she stated that she believed that the only house that they found weapons and guns at was at the home of 19-year-old Isaac Simpson. First of all, what the hell are you doing still in high school at 19 years old? Okay, I want to hear what you all have to say about this. I love to hear from parents of students at Manassas, how you feel about it. If any of the family members of these boys, you want to jump on in this water, you can. I'd like to hear from you as well. If you would like to see the paperwork that I have, you can go to www.cussingpastortellsall.com and see the paperwork right there on that particular site. We're going to take a commercial break, and then when we come back, I'm going to open up the phone. We're going to open up the phone lines, and I'll talk with you here on the Thaddeus Matthews TV show. Oh. Hey Dave, I'm on the air, but my engineer is supposed to be coming into Memphis about 8:30 tonight when I get off the air, and we're going to my house to see if we can get that audio thing fixed. If he can fix it, I'll be fine.
Just even if it's late, just text me back. I stay up late. So.
Oh, okay. And
if he can't, I bet he's going to be able to fix it. That's just like a glitch, probably.
Yeah.
and if he can fix it, then I'm gonna send Shane over there to make sure the box isn't popped up. Now, one thing, if he changes something like on your computer where he installs a different computer or changes the IP address,
Well, I won't be changing the IP address, and the configurations on the streaming should not change either. Because
okay, because that would affect.
right. I mean, the
way
last time I had that problem, the configuration was not changed, so everything should be fine. If it does not, then I'll be at the radio station by 5:30 a.m. in the morning. But I'm just hopeful that everything works out.
Well, just let me know one way or the other, because if he doesn't get it fixed, let me know as soon as you can, and I'll have Shane put the key up there.
Okay, that'll be fine. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave. All right. What? What is that? I can't see from over here. Oh. T, I'm down to one notch on here. You think these batteries will last the rest of the show? There's one notch. No, I drink more water with the stuff in it, don't I?
I know, that's why I go through the trouble, make sure you get it every day.
I think it's it's an insurance commercial that Miss Debbie want me to play.
For who?
I don't know who the lady is. It's one of her clients, and she's just called Miss Debbie.
That ain't my lineup.
She just asked me to play it in your
Huh?
lineup. She asked me to play it in your lineup.
None of my show.
Alright. Neither one of these friends.
Huh? No. How come they paid me?
Alright.
No.
That's why she was checking with you before she threw it in there, so you wouldn't be hollering and stuff on the camera. Everybody got time for that.
Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out right now.
Maybe.
Huh?
And I ain't maybe right.
Uh-huh.
Slick ass.
Hmm? You don't finna tell them all.
Well, my thing is, she know you advertise. Big time.
Do what?
She know you advertise is big time. She all the way.
Who told you to put it in there?
Miss Debbie,
When?
just a few minutes ago, she texted my phone.
No. No.
Yes, sir.
How's Mamie Wright gonna get in my commercial lineup?
What you say?
The insurance lady.
No, she don't be in your lineup.
Oh, T said you told her to put it in my lineup.
Oh, no. Let me call her. She misunderstood. I said let her play after you go off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cause,
Let her off.
yeah, 'cause Mamie Wright she won't bring me no money.
Who?
Ain't that Mamie Wright?
Oh, yeah. You know her?
Yeah, I know her.
I just met her.
Okay.
No. I'll call T. That's not what I said.
Okay. And she got your package.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
All right, bye.
She said that ain't what she said.
Here.
Mm.
It's, your bottle gonna be showing on TV if you don't,
There's a little bit right here at the head. Mm.
these folks putting on Facebook, they ain't got no.
Huh? When we come back, put the number up, T. Huh?
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, tomorrow's Friday. Y'all gonna get your tickets now for this big show on November 29th. Don't forget, coming up next Friday night, Bobby Rush will be celebrating his 86th birthday. Club Paradise, you want to be there, sponsored by Norman's Liquors down in South Haven, the Afro Police Association. It's going to be off the chain. Many entertainers will be there. Come on and join Bobby Rush on next Friday night at the Paradise, 645 East Georgia Avenue. It's going to be off the chain. Okay? All right. Miss Mamie Wright, they hit the wrong button and stuck your commercial off in the middle of mine. That's the reason I took it out real quick. But if you'd like to bring me some money for Peden Insurance, I'd love to have you advertise on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Let the church say amen, amen, and amen again. She just hit the wrong button. Praise the Lord. All right. Now, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? Do you believe that it's gone, Serena? Thank you, baby. How do you think that this should have been handled? Do you think that the police department and the school had a responsibility to share with the parents? Are you a parent at school? Put the number up for me, T, if you don't mind, baby. Are you a parent? Okay. Are you a parent? How do you feel about it? Y'all wouldn't have known if it hadn't been for the Thaddeus Matthews Show. They wasn't gonna tell y'all. They more concerned about how I got it than they are about protecting you and your children. So let me hear from you. I want to see if there is any concern out there. 901-231-9239. Call me. I want to see if there's really any concern from parents on today. Did the police department did the school system, this started in August. It reoccurred on Tuesday.
Deborah Perry. To accept, press.
Deborah Perry, go ahead.
I'm talking Spanish.
Yes, you're talking to Thaddeus.
And I was calling concerning the program that you got tonight for the parents at Manassas High School.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I don't think it's right, because I got a son to go over there. And I think that they should have told us something. They should have told us something. It's just not fair.
So have you received any information as a parent as of yet from the school system?
No, the only information that I received is the information you're giving out now.
Okay.
And otherwise, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know nothing.
Mm-mm.
It's
So,
not fair.
so how does this, Ms. Perry, how does this make you feel as a parent with a child at Manassas High School?
Right now, I'm mad. I am actually mad. I'm mad. Because that is a predominant black school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it makes me feel some type of way that they don't have enough concern as for our black kids as they do for the other kids.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know? And it just makes me mad. And I'm just mad.
So you're mad, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Give me the superintendent's
I'm
name.
going to Manassas in the morning.
Okay.
I'm going to be there because I just want to ask some questions, see what they give me some kind of out. You know, give me some validation.
Okay. Who's the principal now? Give me a number from Manassas High School, Dale. Who's the principal now?
And I don't know who the principal. I can't call his name, but they was in the midst of getting a new principal.
Right.
And,
Is his name
yeah, they was in the midst of
Clipper?
getting a new principal, and I don't know who the principal is now.
But I think that parents should be concerned. You should call the office tomorrow, ask to speak with the principal. You don't want to speak with no guidance counselors, no gym teachers, no biology teachers. The principal has a responsibility to tell you as parents what is going on in school, what's the status of these young boys. Are they still going to be in the school with your children? That's important. Because they got one or two of them in jail. If there were more than that, are these others going to carry out a plan of shooting up the school?
Right. It's not fair. It's not fair.
No,
It's not
ma'am.
fair.
It's so not fair. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Okay. What's the status of the other children? What's their status? Are they going to be suspended? We're looking at their statements. This teacher, this Sergeant Claiborne, in the ROTC, we hear all of these statements that this teacher, and someone told me that someone pulled the alarm last week at the school, and that the alarm that went off last week was part of a plan to see what happens when the alarm goes off, the fire alarm. Somebody just pulled the fire alarm. We look at all of these shootings of all of these students across the country. Are we naive enough to think that it can't happen here in Memphis? Those parents and those other schools probably thought the very same thing. But does not this school system have a responsibility for the safety of your children? Should you have to be at work or at home or wherever you are and worry about whether this school system cares enough to even take care of your children? Is this to his office?
It was like 4 numbers that all had the same number, but that's the superintendent's office.
Okay. Give these numbers to T and fix some lower thirds real quick on that. Okay. You should have been told about the first threat in August. Then when it reoccurs, now wait a minute. It's stated in August. Then the mama want to say he crazy. He got the ADHD. That don't make you want to kill nobody. If they are being bullied, that still don't give you no reason to go kill nobody. Either you kick their ass or you tell the teachers what's going on with the bullying. Some of the reasons for school shootings, school bullying and injustice collectors, they call them injustice collectors. Many of the killers have been victims of bullying in school, which made them turn their frustrations and wrath against their classmates and teachers. Then you have the copycat and the search for notoriety are other potential reasons for school shootings. Mental health problems has been often suggested as a major cause. My phone will be ringing off the hook right now. You watching, you're sitting at the house. Give me a call. 901-231-9239. Or is this just something that you really you don't care nothing about this? You know, I'm having T put Manassas' number and the superintendent's number, preparing to put on the screen. But are you frustrated enough to deal with the matter? Are you frustrated enough as parents to seek out what's really going on? No other news media in the city is going to handle this. This is going to be exclusive Thaddeus Matthews. No other major station in the city is going to want to follow my lead, especially when they don't have this paperwork. And if they go to my cussing pastor tells all site is watermarked with the cussing pastor, they ain't gonna want to put that on TV. Something is wrong with this. And I don't take block calls, so don't call me from a block number, because we're not gonna have a conversation from a block caller. Something is wrong with this issue. Something is wrong when the school system does not feel the necessity to talk to a parent. I'm not going to take a block call, so damn it, you might as well stop calling me from a block number. Why do you think that the administration, and I'm sure they got orders from the superintendent's office not to tell you anything? Let's sweep it under the rug. Let's cover it up. Let's try to make this system looks good. Let's go to Hot Springs, Arkansas.
This is Dennis.
To accept.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Hey, Brother Thaddeus, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Well, I mean, all this stuff with the school trying to contact, tell the parents everything's going on. I just think that that stuff happens a million times a day, and these school authorities have to deal with this stuff. And I don't know. I mean, it's a sad situation.
Dennis, The school system has a responsibility to the parents and to the students. I don't give a damn how many times a day it happens. When you start dealing with a student or students that's talking about shooting up a school, then that is something that takes a priority over a fight in the cafeteria. This is something that had to be discussed. Had to be discussed. Should have been
I
discussed.
agree. I agree with that. And it's happened. It's happening. It has happened. Unfortunately, it has transpired in some school shootings. But these kids get on the internet today, and they sit there. They'll spout off this and spout off that. Man, howdy. I mean, back in the old days, it just wasn't like that. I mean, the kids nowadays are weak.
Well, you're dealing with a different generation than our time, Dennis. A totally different generation, a totally different mindset, a totally different way of parents even raising their children, or even teaching their children right from wrong. Too many parents go along with the wrong that their children are in, but nevertheless, the school system has a responsibility to maintain the safety of our children to the best of their ability, and they have a responsibility to parents as well. Thank you so much, Dennis. I'm sorry. Something should have been done. Something should have been said. And the sad thing tonight is I don't see the concern from parents. You ought to be mad as hell. You have those numbers, T. Put them up. There are some numbers right there. Manassas High School Superintendent Juris Ray's office number. Those numbers should be flooded in the morning. Manassas High School 901-416-3244. You as parents should be demanding some answers. The superintendent's office 901-416-5444. You should be calling the superintendent's office. Superintendent, what you gonna do? Why haven't we heard it? You as parents have the right to know what is happening with all of these other students that were involved in this. Will they be at the school? Are they being expelled? Are they being put out of school? You have the right to know that.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Go ahead.
How you doing, Daddy?
I'm doing fine.
Look here. You know, all of that you've been put out so far, whatever, to me is really appalling. I don't even have kids in the school system. And the thing of the matter is what is really appalling to me is this, is that the police command staff, for the most part, is all African American. And you would cover that up, you know, and it shows me that, okay, your command staff is, you know, majority African American. So you don't care about your African American community?
Mm-mm.
I can't grasp that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, some Jim Strickland out there, you know, I mean, you know, it's obvious what he about. So I mean, you know, it ain't no need to even comment on him. But you know, I'm focusing on, you know, the police department as a whole, because that police department is really actually predominantly black, and for them to do that to a predominantly black school in the inner city shows that, just like what you said, they don't give a damn about the community themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And you're absolutely right. When you look at the command staff, the colonels and things of that nature, deputy directors and things of that nature, you're basically talking about probably 90% of the command staff is black. Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, and and the other thing is, I want to say this, and I really don't mean no harm about it or whatever, but that is, you didn't hit them hard now. I mean, you didn't hit them really hard because you didn't got a hold of something that they didn't think that would ever surface. And I mean, I just don't know how they gonna react to it, towards you or whatever. And I would be, I suggest, you always be on your guard 100% of the time, because I really believe they're gonna try to come after you some kind of way. They're gonna figure something out to try to come at you after for that, because that right there, that piece of paper you got now, that just blew a hole straight through them right there.
Well, one of the things about being on TV and radio is I'm high profile. I don't ride dirty. Okay? I don't ride dirty. And then I've got many friends on the police department. I've got people in that I talk to that are in upstairs. I've got people. But Doc, let me share with this. The moment that I get fearful of doing what I do is the moment I need to stop. Okay? I need to. So, and they know, I travel around the city. I travel a lot with security. Then I travel a lot by my damn self. Okay? I can't take my security everywhere I go. But man, somebody got to take the bull by the horn, man. Somebody's got to not be fair. Look, I've had the police department to come after me.
Right.
Okay? I understand. I got set up in 2012. Okay? With charges that were all initially, they came at me with those sexual exploitation charges and knew it had no merit. Tried to get me to plead guilty, and they knew it had nothing. It ended up being dropped. Then they said, okay, we're just going to have to give you a charge of tampering with evidence. Okay? But they can't come at me for this. I had Bill Gibbons when he was the district attorney, and I was getting so much out of the police department that it was just making the director sick. I had a person in the police department that was just giving me everything that was going on. I had a list of names and locations of police officers, and including Godwin was the director then. And they sent some white boys to the radio station to tell me that I couldn't talk about what I was talking about. And I laughed at them white boys. And I reminded them that I'm a journalist. Not only does the Constitution cover me, but also the Tennessee Shield Law. So, Doc, I do what I do, and I ain't scared. And they know that. So, but I am careful, okay? I've got checks and balances in place. If I'm not heard from by a certain part of the day or a certain time of the day, check to see what's going on. If I'm not on the air at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm supposed to be on the air at 6 o'clock, like Dale knows that if I'm not on the air by 6 o'clock in the mornings and I have not called her, then there needs to be a checkup. Because my alarm clock wakes up. I automatically wake up and do what I do. If you call me, my phone is on. So if you call me and you don't get no answer, then something is wrong. Okay, there's checks and balances that I have as far as my security, because I understand the city that we live in. Okay,
Right.
Dale and Sean, who handle my security, we've got certain things in place for my protection, whether I'm at home, whether I'm here in the studio, whether I'm at the house or the church. Okay? Because I know that I have many enemies in the street, and most of my enemies look like me.
Right.
They ain't
Exactly.
they ain't the white folk, brother.
Right.
It's these handkerchief head, water carrying Negroes. Those be my enemies. There was a time, brother, I didn't take threats seriously. I laugh at them. But now I get the threats from time to time, and I take them all seriously. But I think
I'm gonna say this, and get off the phone. But I really thought that Rollins' integrity was way beyond this. I really did. But now I know, because how could you authorize something like that?
well, see, he may not have did the authorization. Okay? He may not have did the authorization. All of this could have happened without his okay. But now that you know, because the reason that I know that they know, this morning in the GIB department, I got the message that Strickland and Rollins made a call to that department last night or early this morning that you better clean it up.
Right.
So, look, they all watching me, Doc. They watching me right now in the GIB. And they know I don't give a damn. Okay? They already know. Officer, don't you, look, don't y'all sitting there at the desk right now. Don't y'all know I don't give a damn. Okay? I don't give a damn, brother. I walk these streets, I ride these streets. And again, many police officers, black and white, are friends of mine, or we associates. We have a good rapport, okay? I don't have many bad experiences. In fact, I can't remember the last time that I had a bad experience with a police officer or a deputy sheriff. And it may be because I'm high profile, man, okay? And then there are, look, you'd be surprised at the number of police officers that said, man, we appreciate what you do. We can't get involved because we want to keep our jobs, okay?
Right.
When I get this type of information, man, the person that supplied me with this information is in the police department. They want to try to pin it on a maid, man. Ain't no maid, ain't no maid got no access to this.
They trying to do the Watergate thing.
Yeah. But there is corruption in the Memphis Police Department. You got many police officers that are great, black and white, Hispanic, whatever. They're great. They just go to do their job. But you got some, okay? See, because the police director got that white boy up there by the last name of Sharon. Sharon, that white boy up there is no earthly damn good. He's a deputy director, but that white boy don't give a damn about a nigga, okay? And he's the one that is putting knives in the back of Rollins. But he's been put there, he's been put in position to watch the nigga that's in charge so that he can run back and tell the master, this nigga that you got in place, I got my eyes on him. And police officers will tell you who Sharon is.
Right.
See, they can go back and pull Sharon's history when he was with Godwin. And see, and even with the young lady that's the maid, yes, I know her. Yes, she knows me. 12 years ago, the police department killed her son.
Right.
In North Memphis. at Valentine and Watkins. And that same police officer, I think I got to look back through and see what his name is. That same police officer that ran over her son in a police vehicle left the tire tracks across his chest. Where they have her working and cleaning up is, he's working in that department right now.
That don't make see all that kind of stuff don't make no sense right there. You know, so well, like I said, you know, I'm gonna get out. You know, you hit them hard that time.
Thank you, brother.
All right, brother.
Thank you. And it's not the fact of hitting them hard. It's the fact of the truth. Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. These Negroes are scared in this city. These Negroes that's eating up all the doo-doo that Strickland can put out. See, Strickland needs to make a statement. Mike Rollins needs to make a statement. Now, I don't think that Mike will be director of police next year. In fact, from what I'm hearing, Mike Rollins is in what is called the DROP program. Your next police director will not be a black man. See, Strickland can only, this is his last term. He can't run again. Strickland can do whatever he wants to do these next 4 years. But y'all wanted him. You nickel and dime Negroes, you wanted Jim Strickland. You let a bunch of sellout preachers and other envious and jealous, petty-ass Negroes. You allow those Negroes to say, we don't need Willie Harrington. That's what, so you're going to get exactly what you want. But they need to realize that I'm a thorn in your damn side. You can't buy me. I'm used to money. I live good, I drive good, I smell good. Ask little John. I smell good, I drive good, I live good. And I fear no man but God. And I was born for such a day as this. See, why you Negroes talk about me, you won't support the Thaddeus Matthews show. But when your ass get in a crack, you know ain't nobody else you can turn to. You can't turn to them, you okey-doke, shucking and jiving, yassa boss ass nigga preachers. You can't turn to them. You can't turn to these shaky Jake ass politicians that we have in the city of Memphis, because city council members, black city council members, should be thoroughly upset right now. But you won't hear from one. You will not hear from a one. You won't hear from no black preachers. You won't hear from a school board member on this at all, because they're all a part of the game. They're all a part of the game. These water-carrying Negroes, these yassa boss Negroes. See, the black man in Memphis and all across this country, you ain't got to worry about what the white man is doing to the destruction of the black community. Is not in the hands of the white man. The destruction of the black community is by these water-carrying, shaky Jake ass Negroes. The only agenda that they give a damn about is their own personal agendas. And I guess in this ministry thing, that's the reason I'm a loner, because I ain't kissing no ass. I ain't gonna kiss no white ass. I ain't gonna kiss no brown ass. I'm not gonna play the game. I don't have to. Don't have to at all. But black folk in this country, you better wake up. You better wake up. Had this been at a white school, a predominantly white school, the report would have been out. And white folk, white parents would not do like you lazy ass black parents. They would have been at the school board, they've been camping out. There would have had to be some answers given to white folk.
To accept.
Go ahead, D.
Hey y'all, you know what's alarming and quite sad is that I really don't think the parents care. You know, because I have two students in Shelby County schools, and I just had a conversation with my 10th grader about do the schools talk to them about in case of a mass shooting or something like that, do the schools even talk to them about that? So, and it's quite alarming that the parent, like no parents are actually calling in concerned, and I doubt if they even call the superintendent because I doubt if they care. You know, and it's quite sad. It's really sad that, and then as far as Jim Strickland, they voted him in, and then somebody commented saying that was around the time during the election. And of course they were going to sweep that up on the rug because if that would have came out, they would have been on his ass.
Well, let me show you how much they don't care. I saw something on the news now. They want to put screens up in classrooms. They want to take the physical teacher out of the classroom and have somebody teaching the students on a screen.
I saw that.
What kind of sense does that make?
It doesn't make any sense at all. But I guess that's the society we are living in now. You know, because now, and then, to be honest with you, the teachers nowadays are 23 and 24 years old. They coming right out of college going to be a teacher.
Yeah.
23 and 24 years old.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't have any, and then they already not paying them nothing. And then you got these young teachers that really, they don't care.
No.
And majority, I grew up in South Memphis. I went to Hamilton. I went to, I went to those, so I'm not familiar with the schools on the north side of town. But it just seems as if those people over there, I doubt if they even talking to their kids about what's going on in school, let alone a situation like this.
We, though, as parents, I've got grandchildren. I got 2 grandsons that are still in public schools. One at Delano, and this is going to be his last year. And they know that if something happens, it's going to be hell to play. Hell to pay.
I know that's right.
You know, I've got one at Germantown High, Dominique's son. Then my oldest daughter got my almost youngest grandson, TJ, at Delano High School. And he's over the TV program at Delano. He's just like his granddad. He's such a great person in front of the camera. But if something happens, then you got to deal with me. You got to deal with granddaddy. Okay? Their dad may not can do nothing, but you got to deal with me. Okay? You got to deal with me. And parents should have been, parents should have been knocking the door down at Manassas High School. I've got the numbers up there. I've got the superintendent's number up there on the screen right now. Now it's in the hands of the parents. I done did what I'm supposed to do. I done got you the information.
You got it out there. Yeah, you got it out there. You did your due diligence.
And
Now just say if those kids would have shot the schools up, they would have been on there. They would have been on the news
acting a whole ass.
Yeah, with the rollers in their hair, snot hanging out the nose, all of it. My baby, my baby. But damn, what about preventing the death of your child? The mayhem that could happen in situations like this. Why do we have to react and not be proactive of situations? Thank you so much, darling.
All right, baby. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. I'm disappointed a lot of times in black folk. I just am. I just am. I'm beyond blaming white folk for anything. You don't demand. You do not demand that your leadership lead you. You do not demand that your leaders do what it is that needs to be done to protect the interests of black folk. You just don't give a damn. My phone tonight should have been ringing off the hook. You see him out there?
Yeah.
Okay. My phone should have been ringing off the hook tonight. If you gave a damn at all, but you lay your ass up, you waiting for the system to take care of your children. I did talk to one parent today who told me, I'm taking off from work to go and see about my child in the morning. How do you sit back? How do you sit back and allow this school system to miseducate your children? How do you sit back and let this school system, talking about they're going to put some damn screens up in the room and have a teacher from way across the city somewhere teaching a class in there? How do you give a damn? You need to be telling these black ass leaders, kiss your ass and call it sweet. How in the hell are we as black folk? And I'm so sick of y'all doo-doo. I swear. I'm so sick of y'all doo-doo. Y'all doo-doo. Y'all kissing the ass of white folk. And y'all keep on electing these sorry black ass niggas that y'all keep putting in office that don't mean you any damn good. And then you allow white folk to tell you that there is no black folk that can lead you. Next year, when that sorry limping ass Steve Cohen run again for Congress. He's the congressman of the 9th Congressional District. The largest black community of black folk is in West Tennessee. It was set up to have black leadership in Washington. But you Negroes want the white man because the white man is your master. You rather bow down and accept this white man that don't give a damn about you. Steve Cohen don't give a damn about you. Never had. I told my good friend Steve ran away some years ago. I said, that white boy don't care nothing about you. Y'all, you walk around saying y'all brothers from another mother. And then I hated to tell my friend, I told you so. If you go back and even look at the Cohen name, the Cohens were Jews who were slave traders. Go back and read their history. I'm so glad I ain't got to bow to a white man and to you niggas either. That's the reason this program is as powerful as it is. And white folk, if you ain't guilty, don't get mad. But I'm not gonna look, because I got white folk watching me, I'm not gonna change my script. If you ain't guilty, if the shoe don't fit, don't try to squeeze your damn foot in it. But I understand the history of the white man in this country. But at the same token, there is not a white man living that can keep me from being a black man. When I look at that mirror, I see all this sexiness every morning. And I get up off my ass 5:30 in the morning to do what I have to do on the radio, come in the evenings and do this right here. Look, let me tell you something. When I look at this school system, when I look at the school system, and I look at, there was a threat of mass killing at a school, and the police department that's led by a black man. But understand that black man works for that white man who is the head of the city. And he can't make a move and keep his job because the white master keeps his foot on his neck and reminds him that even though you are the police director, you still my nigga. We'll be back after these commercial messages. What's up, man?
My driver, I didn't know y'all knew each other. That's one of my best friends, man. Oh, look at him looking at.
Hey, baby.
I didn't know that. You see, you drive, man, shoot. I had to get up there and I couldn't, man. Wanda, help me out. Hey, what I was thinking.
Huh?
I was just thinking about something. I forgot. I'm going through all types of hell, man. Shit.
But you don't answer your damn phone.
I'm rolling, man, and then I be sleeping, and you know, I looked up and I said, damn, I got 17 phone calls.
For me.
Yeah, and I looked, now 12 of them for you, and 4 for somebody. I said, damn, oh shit. Because I fixed the station, because what we was originally doing was going to, we went to, radio station went down in Decatur, Illinois. So I was supposed to go to Decatur.
Okay.
I spent 2 hours fixing that up. And so I went on to Chicago to do some work at the other radio station, popping them on. And then,
See, I said, hell, what broadcast engineer can you not call? What radio engineer? My shit went down last night. I spent 3 hours. I spent 3 hours trying to make it work.
But, hey, look where I'm at now.
Yeah, but you're on your way. You're on your way back to Mississippi. You just have to be.
This benefits you greatly. There's no traveling cost.
Where's the barracks box? Man, I need that barracks box.
So what you
And I told you I'll trade you that other thing.
no, you talking about your phone hybrid.
Right, whatever the thing is.
My radio station is down, my AM FM is down. So
In
I-
Canton?
Yeah, I gotta get back home and put that up. Then I'm dealing with Isaac's
Michael,
radio station.
What's going on with that idiot?
man, I'm tired. I'm talking about your police director.
Knock yourself out.
Huh?
He said, knock yourself out.
Man.
Knock yourself out. I probably talk
Ms. Logan, how you doing?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I heard you was talking about, I was watching you.
Got your alma mater.
Yeah. They've been so screwed up over there the last
You know, y'all heard my grandmama's feelings.
10 years. They've been all them principals doing all that crazy stuff. And,
Well, and they just got rid of one.
well, they got rid of one before that.
That's how
Did
Otis
they?
ended up over there. That.
Yeah.
But you know, he was the one that was at Wooddale that I was gonna beat up.
Okay.
Talking about beating up principals.
I wish I was there.
But man, but how do you
Man,
hide this?
easy.
You got kids talking about killing folk in Manassas, and you sweep it under the rug.
Easy. They do it all over the place. They sweeping so much stuff.
Then they got mad.
That's why they got rid of the police in the schools, believe it or not, really.
So who's
They
in the
wanted to have their
school?
own security force. SCS, Shelby County Schools.
So
System.
the sheriff's department is not there anymore.
Oh, so there's no accountability for what they do.
That's terrible.
Oh, okay.
They work for the superintendent.
Because when we
That
were in
makes
there,
sense.
we reported everything, we locked kids up, we handled it. and-
So the officer that's over at Manassas
Uh-huh.
works for the board.
Uh-huh.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Thus telling them to go to the board.
They have to report everything to the board, and then the board decides what's released or not.
Yeah, we're back. And one of the sad things that's happening is that the police that you have in the school system work for the superintendent.
There you go.
But they're not police officers in the school. They sharecroppers. Yeah, they sharecroppers. But Manassas. Oh, Manassas. Yeah. All the Manassanites, come on. Gold and blue, the envelope. Come on, Mike. Best old school there is in unity. Best old school there is in all creation. And we'll never let Manassas fall. We'll never let Manassas fall. For we love her the best of all. We don't want to fight to show our might. But when we fight in peace or war. Our voices ring, and oh, Manassas, we will sing at the sound of her call. We'll show them all. We'll never let Manassas fall. That's Mike Williams over in the corner. Yo, we had pride. The parents back in that day had pride. That gold and blue meant something back in those days. I marched in the band. You in the band, Mike?
I was drum section leader.
Yeah, I was a trumpet player. In the 120, under the direction of Emerson Russell Abel Jr. Them was a good old days. So I brought you the information. Y'all wanted Jim Strickland, y'all got his ass.
Exactly.
Y'all got it. And understand that for the next 4 years, he does exactly whatever the hell he wants to do because it's his last 4 years. He can't run again. So the deals are going to be cut. Your children are going to be mistreated. Crime is constantly going to go up because you do not have a police. The police director didn't even have the balls to come on this show. I guess they don't like being in the hot seat on this show because, hell, it gets hot on this show. And I'm so sick and tired of these okey-doke, these Rudy Poot politicians. Sherman Greer, I want my damn money. You owe me $2,000, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Knock yourself out.
You owe me with your lying ass. You a lying black big head mother. Ooh.
Jesus.
He is. I get mad at it. Don't vote for his ass either. Don't vote for him. He's a liar. Also, he's one of the reasons that you're paying to go on Bill Street. You're gonna lie to me about some money. Damn. Gonna give me $1,000 of my money. Okay. Don't vote. In fact, I'll give them if y'all don't even go vote. Over in District 7. 7 of y'all ran. Y'all didn't want no change. Oh no, he running in District 1.
Right.
Okay. How many minutes I got? 2. My engineer is here, so I gotta go to my house and fix him and his girlfriend and oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Shawanda.
Hey, baby.
How you doing, baby?
I'm good.
Shawanda Beasley. Told me I was gonna be your man.
You want my man, baby?
Tonight, anyway.
All the way from Kosciuszko, Mississippi. All right. Hey, look, Thank you so very much. I ain't got time to do these reads. My time is about up. But I do want, look, I went by a Lotta Burger today. I went by and had me one of them, look. You remember Lotta Burger on Thomas Street?
We used to cut them up and they were so big.
Well, it's a black woman, Miss Costa Thomas, that owns both of them. She can't find nobody to work. She says she's getting plenty of folk coming in there buying burgers. That's what my job is. But she needs some folk to go to work. I had one of them greasy North Memphis hamburgers. I had a double. I had some onion rings. I had a strawberry shake. And when I got back to the office, I had to get back in my recliner and lay down all over again. Going by there, 2260 South 3rd. Get yourself one of them good greasy. See, that's how you used to know that a hamburger was good. It was dripping. Dale don't eat hamburgers.
No, I don't.
Her Miss Ernestine, them, y'all messed her up. But she on a 30-day vegetable diet.
All my business.
I ain't eat no damn vegetables. I gotta have some meat. All right, Mike Williams is coming. Look like his guest is Rhonda Logan. She running against that no good lying ass. You don't mind me saying that, do you, Miss Logan? Okay, running against that no good lying ass, big head, real dog skin motherfucker that won't give me my money. Please know that if he'll lie to me, he'll lie on you for you. I'm just telling you what it is. Okay. I'm going 6 a.m. in the morning, AM 1600 WMQM. Hopefully the engineer can fix it where I can just sit up in my drawers and play blues in the morning. Otherwise, I got to get up and drive all the way across town to the radio station. All right, Mike Williams, head of the Memphis Police Association. I think he's running for office again. Maybe we need to vote him in another time. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna go. They're on the floor acting like she's the damn director, waving me in like I'm at the airport or some damn well. All right, Rhonda Logan is on the program coming up next. Give her your support. Not that big head lying ass Sherman Greer. Until tomorrow, top of the evening to you.
I don't feel so bad. Now those secrets ain't safe either, Dale.
Do what? What?
I don't feel so bad now, Dale. Secrets ain't safe either.
At all.